Picture this. You just spent thousands on a brand new SUV, thinking you finally made the smart choice. But a year later, the repair bills start stacking up, transmissions slipping, electronics failing, and surprise breakdowns draining your wallet. Sound familiar? Well, here's the truth the dealerships won't tell you. Not all SUVs are created equal. Some models are engineered to run 250,000 miles or more with barely a hiccup, while others are basically money pits on wheels. And if you choose wrong, you could be stuck with years of overpriced warranties, high insurance rates, and never-ending repair shop visits. That's why today, we're counting down 10 SUVs you can buy right now and never worry about costly repairs again. These aren't just reliable. They're the same models that real-world drivers are keeping for decades, with repair bills half the industry average. From rugged off-roaders that can take a beating, to family SUVs that'll carry you well past 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat. This list could save you thousands in ownership costs. And trust me, the number one SUV might just be the smartest financial decision you ever make. So buckle up, because if you're thinking about buying an SUV in 2025, this is the video you can't afford to skip. When people hear the word luxury SUV, they usually think about massive repair bills, expensive European parts, and endless trips back to the dealer. But what if I told you there's one luxury SUV that flips that entire script? Enter the Acura MDX, Honda's luxury division's secret weapon. On the surface, it looks and feels every bit as premium as its German rivals. Leather seats, advanced tech, 3 rows of comfort. It's got everything. But here's the kicker. Unlike those high-maintenance European SUVs, the MDX is built with Honda's legendary simplicity and reliability under the hood. According to RepairPal, the MDX averages just $590 a year in repairs. That's hundreds, if not thousands, less than what you'd pay to keep a BMW or Mercedes running past 100,000 miles. Owners routinely praise it for staying solid well beyond 150,000 miles, with minimal issues in the engine, transmission, and suspension. That's because Acura kept it smart, using proven Honda components that are easier and cheaper to fix. And when it comes to coverage, Acura backs you up with a 4-year, 50,000-mile basic warranty and a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty. But here's the truth. Most MDX owners never even need to use it, because the SUV just keeps running without drama. So if you've always wanted the feel of a premium ride but don't want to fund your mechanic's next vacation, the Acura MDX is the one to watch. It's proof that luxury doesn't have to mean costly repairs. Now, not everyone is looking for a big luxury SUV. Maybe you just want something affordable, dependable, and stress-free. The kind of SUV that never gives you a reason to worry. And that's exactly where the Toyota Corolla Cross comes in. Starting around $23,000 and topping out near $30,000, this compact SUV delivers what most drivers truly want: low costs, high mileage, and zero drama. According to RepairPal, it averages just $450 a year in maintenance, one of the lowest figures in its entire segment. That's hundreds less than rivals like the Honda HR-V or Nissan Rogue Sport. But here's where it gets even better. Owners of the Corolla Cross are regularly pushing past 200,000 miles with nothing more than routine servicing. No blown transmission, no nightmare engine failures. Just a simple, reliable Toyota that does its job year after year. Both Consumer Reports and J.D. Power rank it in the top quartile for reliability, which means it's not just hype. The data backs it up. And when it comes to coverage, Toyota gives you a 3-year, 36,000-mile basic warranty and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. But the funny thing is, most buyers never even need to lean on it, because this SUV rarely breaks in the first place. So if you're a daily commuter, a first-time buyer, or someone who simply wants an SUV that won't nickel and dime you with repairs, the Corolla Cross is your worry-free companion. It's proof that sometimes the quietest SUV on the road is also the smartest investment you can make. If there's one SUV that shows just how far Hyundai has come in the last decade, it's the Hyundai Tucson. Once dismissed as an underdog, the Tucson is now one of the most strategic long-term choices you can make if you plan on keeping your SUV for the next 10 to 15 years. Starting around $27,000 and climbing to about $38,000 for higher trims, the Tucson is priced competitively. But here's where it really separates itself. That industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's more factory protection than almost any other SUV in its class. While other brands leave you hanging after 5 years, Hyundai stays in your corner for a full decade. And it's not just about the warranty. According to RepairPal, the Tucson averages just $490 a year in repairs, well below the compact SUV segment average. Owners of the newer models, especially those with the naturally aspirated engines or hybrid setups, report far fewer headaches than competitors. No widespread oil leaks, no transmission nightmares, no weird electrical gremlins. Hyundai kept things simple, and it pays off. In fact, both Consumer Reports and J.D. Power consistently rank the Tucson near the top of the charts for predicted dependability. That means the Tucson doesn't just look reliable on paper. It's actually proving itself on the road, mile after mile. And here's another key advantage: Hyundai's growing U.S. dealership network. Service and parts are widely available, often cheaper than Toyota or Honda, and you won't be waiting weeks for repairs. That kind of accessibility means less downtime and lower costs if something does go wrong. So if you're the type of driver who wants maximum warranty coverage, low maintenance bills, and the option of a hybrid without the repair drama, the Hyundai Tucson checks every single box. It's not just an SUV, it's peace of mind on four wheels. Now, if you're the kind of driver who needs an SUV that can handle snow, dirt roads, and long daily commutes without draining your wallet, there's one name that always comes up: the Subaru Outback. On paper, the Outback starts around $30,000 and goes up to about $40,000 with all the bells and whistles. But here's what makes it special: you're not just paying for comfort, you're paying for capability and long-term durability. Unlike most vehicles in this price range, every Outback comes standard with all-wheel drive. That means whether you're driving through a blizzard, navigating mountain trails, or just handling everyday commutes, you're covered. But AUD usually comes with a cost: higher repair bills. Not here. According to RepairPal, the Outback's average annual maintenance is just $600 a year. That's shockingly competitive considering it's an all-wheel drive SUV. In fact, owners regularly report hitting 200,000 miles and beyond with minimal issues, as long as they keep up with routine maintenance. The big components, engine, transmission, suspension, often stay rock solid past 150,000 miles, something many competitors can't promise. And it's not just driver anecdotes. Both Consumer Reports and J.D. Power give the Outback high marks in long-term dependability. Another bonus: resale value. The Outback's reputation for durability means even a 5-year-old model still holds its value far better than rivals. That means when it's finally time to trade in or sell, you're not left with a worthless asset. Warranty-wise, Subaru gives you a 3-year, 36,000-mile basic warranty and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. But most Outback owners will tell you they rarely need it. So if you're facing tough winters, long commutes, or just want a vehicle that keeps pushing forward without turning every year into a financial headache, the Subaru Outback is one of the smartest mid-size SUV choices you can make. Rugged, dependable, and built to go the distance. Some SUVs come and go, chasing trends with flashy tech and fragile turbo engines. But then there's the Toyota 4Runner, an SUV that's been proving itself for decades, outlasting rivals and building one of the strongest reputations on the road. With a starting price around $42,000 for the base SR5 and high trims pushing into the mid-50s, the 4Runner isn't exactly a bargain up front. But here's the surprise: once you own one, the costs stay incredibly low for a body-on-frame SUV with real off-road chops. According to RepairPal, the average annual repair cost is just $514. That's less than many crossovers that can't even handle a gravel driveway. So how does the 4Runner stay so bulletproof? It's all about Toyota's no-nonsense engineering. Under the hood, you'll find a time-tested 4.0L V6, paired with a simple 5-speed automatic transmission. No fragile turbochargers, no overly complex electronics, just proven parts that are designed to keep working year after year. That's why owners regularly report hitting 250,000 to 300,000 miles with little more than routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, and tires. And while the 4Runner is famous for conquering rocky trails, it also shines where most people don't expect: insurance costs. Thanks to strong safety ratings and a low claims history, the 4Runner often costs less to insure than other rugged SUVs in its class. Combine that with its legendary resale value, often holding more than 60% of its MSRP after 5 years, and you've got one of the safest financial bets in the SUV market. Toyota backs it with a 3-year, 36,000-mile basic warranty and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. But let's be honest, most 4Runner owners will tell you the thing rarely needs anything beyond basic care. So whether you're heading off-road on the weekends or just want a daily driver that you can count on for the next 15 years, the Toyota 4Runner is a legend for a reason. It's not just built to last. It's built to outlast everything else. When most people think about owning a luxury SUV, they immediately picture sky-high repair bills, endless trips to the dealership, and parts that cost as much as a mortgage payment. And honestly, with most German brands, that's exactly what happens. But the Lexus NX is different. Starting around $42,000 and climbing to nearly $55,000 for hybrid trims, the NX is every bit a premium SUV on the surface. You get the sleek styling, plush interiors, advanced safety tech, all the features you'd expect from a luxury vehicle. But here's the game changer. Unlike its European rivals, the NX is built on Toyota DNA. That means its engines, electronics, and hybrid systems are essentially the same proven setups found in Toyota's most dependable vehicles. And that's why its repair bills stay shockingly low. According to RepairPal, the NX averages just $570 a year in maintenance costs. Compare that to an Audi Q5 or BMW X3, which often cost double that once they're out of warranty. And here's the real kicker: reliability. NX owners consistently report driving well past the 100,000 and even 150,000-mile marks with minimal issues. The hybrid versions, in particular, are engineered for simplicity and longevity, avoiding the complex failure points that plague other luxury hybrids. Lexus also backs the NX with a 4-year, 50,000-mile basic warranty and a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty. But many drivers never need to lean on it, because the vehicle just doesn't break the way luxury competitors often do. And let's not forget one of Lexus's biggest advantages: their dealer network. Known for excellent customer service, quick turnaround, and reasonable labor costs, Lexus dealerships consistently rank among the best in the industry. That means not only fewer repairs, but also a better experience when maintenance is needed. So if you want the luxury look and feel without turning your wallet into a bottomless pit, the Lexus NX is one of the smartest premium SUV investments you can make. Stylish, dependable, and proof that not all luxury comes with a price tag in the shop. For families, choosing an SUV isn't just about style or performance. It's about space, safety, and peace of mind. And few SUVs balance all three better than the Honda Pilot. With a starting price of around $41,650 for the base trim and climbing to about $56,000 for the top black edition, the Pilot isn't the cheapest SUV on the list. But when you factor in long-term costs, it quickly becomes one of the smartest buys in the 3-row category. Here's why. According to RepairPal, the average annual repair cost for the Pilot is just $542, an incredibly low figure for an SUV that can seat up to 8 passengers. Compare that to other big family SUVs from Ford or GM, and you'll see how much money you can save year after year. Under the hood, the Pilot runs on a naturally aspirated 3.5 LV6, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. This combo has proven to be smooth, durable, and refreshingly simple compared to the turbocharged engines and dual-clutch gearboxes that tend to cause headaches in rival models. Owners frequently report pushing their Pilots past 200,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance: oil, brakes, tires, the basics. And while RepairPal gives it a 3.5 out of 5 reliability rating, real-world performance tells a different story. The Pilot has built a reputation for minimal drivetrain issues, strong resale value, and one of the largest service networks in the US, thanks to Honda's massive footprint. That means parts are always available, mechanics are easy to find, and you're not stuck paying premium prices for repairs. Warranty coverage includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile basic plan and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain plan. But here's something a lot of people don't know. Honda's extended warranties typically cost 15 to 20% less than similar plans from GM or Ford, making the Pilot even smarter as a long-term investment. So if you're a growing family that needs space, safety, and reliability without breaking the bank, the Honda Pilot is one of the best bets out there. It's the SUV that proves you don't have to choose between comfort and cost efficiency. Not every driver wants a massive 3-row SUV. Some people just want something sleek, stylish, and reliable. A vehicle that feels premium without draining your wallet at the repair shop. And that's exactly where the Mazda CX-5 shines. Starting around $29,000 and topping out close to $40,000, the CX-5 5 sits right in the middle of the compact SUV market. But once you step inside, it feels like you're in something much more expensive. From its elegant interior design to its refined handling, it delivers the kind of driving experience you'd expect from a luxury brand, without the luxury price tag. But here's the real beauty. Maintaining a CX-5 doesn't feel like paying for a luxury car either. According to RepairPal, the average annual maintenance cost is just $500, making it one of the cheapest SUVs to own long-term in its class. And it's not just affordable, it's durable. Owners consistently report hitting 200,000 miles and beyond with nothing more than routine upkeep. Under the hood, you'll find Mazda's proven Skyactiv engines, either a naturally aspirated 2.5L or an optional turbocharged version. Both have a strong track record of reliability, avoiding the big-ticket problems that plague other SUVs like transmission failures, oil consumption, or constant electrical glitches. On top of that, the 5 scores high marks from both Consumer Reports and J.D. Power, proving it's not just driver opinion. The data backs it up too. And thanks to its straightforward design and widely available parts, even repairs that do pop up stay budget-friendly. Mazda covers the CX-5 with a 3-year, 36,000-mile basic warranty and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. But most owners will tell you, this SUV rarely needs more than the basics to keep running smoothly. So if you want a compact SUV that looks and feels premium, handles like a dream, and costs less than most of its competitors to maintain, the Mazda CX-5 is one of the smartest hidden gems in the SUV market. It proves you don't have to sacrifice style for reliability. Most luxury SUVs are built for city streets, not muddy trails. They look good in a driveway, but the second you push them into rough terrain, the problems start. Expensive suspensions, fragile electronics, and off-road abilities that are more marketing than reality. But the Lexus GX? That's a whole different story. Starting at around $66,000 for the 2025 550 Premium, this isn't a cheap option. But what you're really paying for isn't just luxury. It's long-term durability. That's because under its plush leather seats and polished styling, the GX is built on the same rugged global platform as Toyota's legendary Land Cruiser. Under the hood, you'll find a 3.4L twin-turbo V6, paired with full-time 4-wheel drive and a heavy-duty transfer case. This setup is engineered for low-stress torque delivery, mechanical strength, and long-haul dependability. In other words, it's designed to keep going when other luxury SUVs have already tapped out. According to RepairPal, the GX costs about $770 a year in maintenance. Now, that might sound high compared to compact crossovers, but here's the kicker. It's actually outstanding for a luxury SUV with real off-road capability. Remember, this is a vehicle that competes with Range Rovers and Mercedes GLEs, and compared to those, the GX is a bargain to own and maintain. Owners routinely report hitting 250,000 miles or more with minimal issues. And because the GX shares drivetrain parts with other Toyota platforms, parts are easy to find and relatively affordable, unlike the nightmare wait times and inflated costs that often come with European luxury brands. Warranty coverage includes a 4-year, 50,000-mile basic plan and a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain plan. But truthfully, many GX owners never need to lean on it. The SUV just keeps running, whether it's hauling families across the suburbs or crawling over rocks on the weekend. The Lexus GX proves that luxury doesn't have to mean fragile. It's the rare SUV that can turn heads in the city on Monday and tackle the wilderness on Sunday, all while staying reliable for decades. If you want true long-term value in the luxury segment, the GX is one of the most underrated choices you can make. If you had to pick just one SUV that defines reliability, affordability, and long-term value, it would have to be the Honda CR-V. Year after year, it's one of the best-selling SUVs in America, and not by accident. With a starting price around $31,000 and fully loaded hybrid trims just under $42,000, the CR-V hits a sweet spot between cost and quality. But what really makes it stand out is what happens after the sale. According to RepairPal, the CR-V has the lowest annual repair cost in its entire class, just $410 a year. That means fewer surprise bills and way more money saved over the long run compared to rivals like the RAV4 or Rogue. Owners routinely log 200,000 miles or more with nothing more than regular oil changes, brake jobs, and tire rotations. Honda's formula here is simple but effective. naturally aspirated engines, smooth CVTs, and proven hybrid systems that prioritize durability over flash. No gimmicks, no fragile parts waiting to fail at 100k miles. It also holds its value better than nearly any other compact SUV. Even 5 years down the road, resale prices for CR-Vs stay among the highest in the segment. And that means when you're ready to trade up, you're not left empty-handed. On top of that, Consumer Reports and J.D. Power consistently rank the CR-V near the very top for predicted reliability. And with Honda's massive U.S. service network, parts are easy to find, mechanics are everywhere, and repairs, when they do come up, stay affordable. Warranty coverage includes the standard 3-year, 36,000-mile basic plan and 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain plan. But here's the truth. Most CR-V drivers never have to rely on it, because this SUV just doesn't quit. So if you're looking for a vehicle that delivers the lowest ownership costs, the longest lifespan, and some of the best resale value in the market, the Honda CR-V is as close to a sure thing as it gets. For many drivers, it's the SUV that makes financial sense year after year, and one you'll never regret buying. So, there you have it, 10 SUVs that won't leave you drowning in repair bills. From the rugged dependability of the Toyota 4Runner, to the family-friendly Honda Pilot, to the budget-friendly powerhouse that is the Honda CR-V, each of these vehicles has proven it can go the distance without draining your wallet. What do they all have in common? Simplicity, proven engineering, and real-world reliability. These aren't just vehicles that look good on a dealer lot. They're the SUVs that owners are keeping well past 200,000 miles, with repair costs far below the industry average. But remember, buying the right SUV is only half the battle. Dealerships, warranties, insurance premiums, and hidden repair traps can still catch you off guard. The good news? When you know what to watch out for, you save thousands over the lifetime of your vehicle. So before you sign that loan or lease, take a second look at this list. Choosing wisely today means more money in your pocket tomorrow and years of worry-free driving ahead. If this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone car shopping right now. Because the best way to drive stress-free is to drive informed. And trust me, the right SUV doesn't just get you where you're going, it keeps you out of the repair shop.